Welcome back to First Moveable Guitar Chords. This book focuses on 8 movable chord shapes. In the first lesson, we did a very brief overview of the chord shapes you're going to learn in this book, and then in the last lesson, you learn the notes on strings 5 and 6. Now we're on page 7, and we're going to put some of that knowledge to use by working on 2 movable major chord shapes. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of First Moveable Guitar Chords that you can read from and write in. Plus, you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. At the top of page 7, we have our 2 movable major chord shapes that you're going to learn in this book. One has the root note on the 5th string, one has the root note on the 6th string. Remember, the root is the note the chord is built on. Let's take a look at the 6th string root first. So finger 1 is playing the root on the 6th string, and then finger 3, 4, 2, 1, and 1. So finger 1 is barring across all 6 strings. And here's our major shape with the root on the 5th string. Finger 1 is again playing the root on the 5th string, and then we have finger 3, 3, and 3. So finger 3 is barring the strings 2, 3, and 4. I'm only playing the middle 4 strings for this chord, and I'm muting the 1st string, and I'm doing that by just barely touching the 1st string underneath my finger there, my 1st finger, and I am making sure to mute the 6th string as well. I can just avoid it, not play it, but I also give myself a little insurance. A lot of times I will just be resting a part of my hand on the 6th string, so it doesn't matter if I hit that string or not. I don't get a note out of it. Also, some people like to treat this as more of a full bar chord, barring the 1st string with your 1st finger as well. And you can do that if you like. I like to do it with just the middle 4 strings, and I'll bar if the music calls for that particular note. Right beneath those 2 chords on page 7, we have this chord finder exercise. I'll show you how this works. First up, we have an A flat or A flat major on the 6th string. So what you do is you find your A flat on the 6th string. That's going to be your root note. And since that is on the 6th string, you're going to play your 6th string shape right there. And you have an A flat major chord. Next up, we have C major on string 6 as well. So to find your root note, find your C on string 6. That's going to be at the 8th fret. And then, again, this is the 6th string shape because it's a 6th string root. Next, we have another C major chord, but this one is on the 5th string. So now you need to find your root on the 5th string, find that C. That's going to be at the 3rd fret. And we play our 5th string major shape. Then we have our F on the 6th string, or F major. So find your F root on the 6th string. That's going to be way down on the 1st fret. And since that's on the 6th string, you play your 6th string shape to play an F major. We have another F after that, but this one is on the 5th string. So find your F on the 5th string. That's going to be at the 8th fret. And play the 5th string major shape. Next row, we have B flat major on string 6. So find your B flat on the 6th string. That's going to be at the 6th fret. And since that is a 6th string root, we play our 6th string shape. Another B flat, but this one's on the 5th string. So find your B flat on the 5th string. That's way down at the 1st fret. And then play your 5th string major shape. Then we have a G major on the 6th string. So find your G on the 6th string. That's your root note. That's going to be at the 3rd fret, string 6, and since that is a 6th string root, we play our 6th string shape. Another G, this one on the 5th string, so we find our G on the 5th string. That's going to be way up at the 10th fret, and you play your 5th string major shape. And finally, we have a B on the 6th string. So find your B on the 6th string. There's your root at the 7th fret. That's on the 6th string, so we play our 6th string shape, and behold, you've got a B major. At the bottom of page 7, we have two versions of Hush Little Baby, one in the key of B flat and one in the key of D. Let's take a look at the key of B flat first, and right above that there's an instruction: play the B flat chords on the 6th string and the F chords on the 5th string. And what we're going to do with all of the music in this book, first you want to find your root notes, map those out, figure out where you're going to play them, and next figure out what chords go along with those root notes, and then you play the music. So at the beginning, we have B flat on string 6, so find your B flat root on the 6th string. That's going to be on the 6th fret on the 6th string, and since that is on the 6th string, surprise, surprise, we use our 6th string shape. So that's how you're going to play all the B flat majors in this version of Hush Little Baby. And then we have an F on the 5th string. So we need to find our F root on the 5th string. That's going to be at the 8th fret. And since that's based on the 5th string, we play our 5th string shape. So that's going to be how we play our F majors in this one. And after you've found those chords, it's not a bad idea to go back and forth. Just get used to that movement. Train your fingers to move that way. And then you play the song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. At the bottom of page 7, we have number 2, Hush Little Baby in the key of D. This has D and A chords, so you could easily just play open chords, but this book is all about movable chords, so we're going to play them as movable chords. The D major, we're going to play with the root on the 5th string. So first you need to find that D on the 5th string. That's at the 5th fret. Since that is a 5th string root, we play our 5th string major shape. So that's how we're going to play the D's in this song. And then the A we're going to play on the 6th string. So you find your A on the 6th string. That's at the 5th fret as well. So that's the same fret as your D, just on the other string. And since that is a 6th string root, we play our 6th string shape. So that's how we'll play A major in this one. And as you did in the other song, just practice going back and forth between those two chords. Don't even try to be fast. Just train your fingers to form those shapes, see what it feels like, and then play the song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Your assignment is to practice the chord finder exercise at the top of page 7 and the 2 Hush Little Babies at the bottom of page 7. And for the songs, first find your root notes, then figure out what chords go with those root notes, and then play the song. The faster you can find your root notes on strings 5 and 6, the easier these chords are going to be, so make sure you keep quizzing yourself on the 5th and 6th string notes, and use those memory tips and exercises on page 6 to help. And don't forget to order your own copy of First Moveable Guitar Chords so you have your own book that you can read from and write in. I'll leave a link in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 8 for some more movable major chord exercises.